This is true.
Party people in the place to be. Live from 58 Dream Street, Greg and James beat 'em up. That's right. It's your favorite show on Twitch, where this guy, James, and this guy,
Greg.
play beat 'em up video games. What do you need? A roadmap? Guided by voices, lurking while gating the old balls. Glad to hear that you're with us and that you're still gating those balls. Someday.
Someday you'll gate the balls?
Well, the thing is that, like, I'd really like to do a co-op of that, but it's like, how? How's that plausible? It's because I played the Divinity Original Sin games with my ex.
Right.
And the co-op was just such a cool part of it. And feels like it'd be even cooler in a game with a like deliberately branching story. Now there's things that you can approach in multiple ways in Divinity Original Sin, but you're largely just
I will say one thing you miss out on in Baldur's Gate, just from reading it, I haven't actually played it, but I am aware of how the game works.
Yeah.
Is that you only can have so many party members, so you'll miss out on the in-game party members. They're like stories and stuff.
I think that the modern RPG could benefit, or at least a lot of modern RPGs could benefit from the developers being able to let go of the idea that every player needs to see every single piece of content on their first playthrough.
Oh, in no way will you ever be able to see every single piece of content in Baldur's Gate on your first playthrough.
No, I know that it's like actually... Like,
that's actually impossible.
Pathways will close.
Yes.
I've not played Skyrim very much. I played it a tiny bit. And I've watched my ex play it a very little bit. But one thing I understand about all of the Elder Scrolls games, and Skyrim being the one that was highlighted to me the most, is that there's really nothing... Like, none of your choices can foreclose the other choices to you. So you can join the tree guild who hate the termite guild and do the whole tree guild quest line, taking out the termite guild members, and then you just join the termite guild and rise to the top of it. And it's not like a cool like double agent thing. It's just like, yes,
yeah, you did that, now you'll do this.
Like it would be unfair of us to assign any weight to your choices.
I just picked up a thing on James's desk and it fell apart in my hand.
It's this weird hand warmer gimmick.
Oh, okay.
That Danielle got me.
Does it work?
For Christmas. Yes.
Okay, cool.
It seems like a weird use of electrical energy to heat these two cell phone sized blocks, but they're absolutely wonderful. If you got to go for a walk in the cold, you stuff them in your pockets, put your hands in there. Good stuff. So anyway, suffice to say, like, it's a game. I feel confident that Danielle would actually really like Baldur's Gate because the only video games besides the ones she already knew when we get together, which are Mario Kart and Mario Party, the only video game that she's enjoyed or gotten into at all is For the King. Your mom, welcome.
Hey.
Just in time, indeed. I have not. There are a number of things that I would like to do to improve this display that I have not done. But what I have done is change the color of the text of the games that we're playing today so that they stand out. And let's address that in a moment. Well, I just finished the thought of, but that's a whole thing I got to sell Danielle on, and then it's a huge time commitment for both of us.
It is,
especially when last year I wanted me and her to do the Final Fantasy VI stream, and then it got derailed because I could not draw her face. And it does have kind of wacky, at least the flyer art, I should say, looked pretty silly. It's on the starting soon screen, but I don't have it here on this screen. And and then otherwise it's like, well, I don't know. Like, I'm sure you and I would have fun, but we do not have fucking time to do that. Maybe we could knock off an hour a week and play the game for 5 years or something. So anyway, suffice to say, someday I look forward to it. Also, someday I look forward to playing the original Baldur's Gate, which I bounced off of hard at the time it was contemporary because it didn't have turn-based combat. And I think I'll still dislike that it doesn't have turn-based combat, but
God,
when I get to it, I'm going in more open-minded. But my next D&D
my
RPG...
father was a huge fan of the original Baldur's Gate games.
Ah, yes.
He played a lot of those.
And I'm very soon on, I'm not sure if it's going to be a Saturday game or a Sunday game, but sometime soon I'm doing, Dark Sun Shattered Lands, which is like, there are many Dungeons & Dragons RPGs between Pool of Radiance and Shattered Lands, but they're all just the same gold box engine.
Yeah.
And then this is the one other thing that SSI did with their... It's people like to complain about weird stuff.
Yeah.
Because, it's very much a thing where it's just like, no, this system is definitely best suited to taking your turns. And, Anyway, I'm looking forward to Dark Sun. But what I'm really looking forward to is tonight.
Yes.
Playing some beat 'em ups.
Playing some beat 'em ups.
So, The story so far, we should, even though everyone here I think knows, we should reiterate, we've been playing beat 'em ups for a long time. We've played, look at all these games, I believe 42 beat 'em ups now.
Okay.
Oh, whoops, I didn't add last.
We got to add last week's?
I got to add the two games from last week. I will add to this off air.
At some point.
China Gate and POW, Prisoners of War. POW, the first SNK game that we played. Now, this week, we're carrying on with the arcade games. Doing Vigilante. Oh, not a Jalico game, as I alluded to Greg before, but an Irem game.
Mm-hmm.
So, a studio whose name I've heard before, but that if I don't immediately associate them to any particular game.
Well, Kung Fu Master.
Oh, yes, good one.
Yeah.
But I didn't even get that far. And then Konami, a studio who we played many of their beat 'em ups, although most of the beat 'em ups of theirs that we played have been based on licensed properties, which is not the case here. Crime Fighters is based on the notion of some people walking through an urban environment fighting thugs.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, our theme this week is real generic, like pure, uncut beat 'em up. Dude in the streets. I think Vigilante might be a one-player game. I'm not sure. We'll find out together. If we finish both and there's still time left, we're going to jump a little bit ahead in time. How much further ahead? Not that much further.
Mm-hmm.
But, it's here somewhere, I thought. Maybe I don't have it. I thought I did have Vendetta. Well, maybe I missed Vendetta.
It's 1991, so it's within our time frame.
Yeah, I would have sworn to you that I've obtained it, but maybe I obtained it and didn't put it on the list.
Perhaps.
Well, that's unfortunate since that does mean the list gets longer. Well, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Let's get going.
All right.
Not I, your mom.
I will say I've not heard of either of these.
Heard of both of them? I have not played either of them.
Mm.
So, we've instituted a rule that we haven't yet enforced because so far we found it worth finishing both the games we were playing. But it's the 5-quarter rule. After we both spent 5 quarters, we have the option to say, you know what, this sucks, and just stop playing it. I don't know how often we'll use it because with an arcade game, the thing is that eventually you're just going to beat it. It's not going to take that long. You'll get to see everything the game has to offer. And the other issue there being that we're not going to be looking at games that are as long as like the things that really made our first wave of 40 notable games long were the River City Ransoms and
the games that are
really just those.
Just the introduced sort of RPG elements.
RPGs. Yeah. Okay. Let's fire it up while taking special care not to. Oh, I do have Vendetta. It's just not on the thing.
It's not on the list.
So, in fact, we had 99 games to get through, not a mere 98.
Oh, dear.
Okay. Let's start with Vigilante.
All right. Sounds good.
Let's see what Irem was getting up to.
So, one of the reasons you probably haven't heard a lot from Irem is that they've largely abandoned the video game market. Wikipedia says in 2010, but like they were clearly getting out for a few years before that, and they are instead now heavily involved in the.
Okay.
All right. So this is a single player game,
and it's you can see that.
Oh wow!
The sprite style really has that Kung Fu Master kind of.
Yeah, but it's so. This is a beautiful style. I love these thick lines.
It's cool. All right.
All right.
Looks like it's one player.
It is single player.
Wait.
It is Vigilante.
Oh yeah, it does say only one player, so we can't even get like pass play going.
That's fine. You take a string.
The police cannot stop the street gangs. Something happens. The skinheads have taken Madonna hostage.
Take the power into your own hands.
I assume that's not Madonna, the famous pop singer.
But I assume that's generic power, not specifically
white power.
Oh, hey,
would you look at this? We have a game that is actually Kung Fu Master. This is just this is a spiritual successor. Oh, hey, here we go. But yeah, this is Kung Fu Master more than it's a beat 'em up.
Oh yeah, this is very Kung Fu Master. Wow,
Whoa.
this is so beat up. This is so but, well, that's one way to go, James.
God damn. Okay. Should I do another quarter? You want to give it a go?
I'll give it a go. This
All right.
this is our own
Let
pass
me
and
pass
play.
the stick over to you.
Oh, you want to give me a credit here? Game over.
We'll get you game over just in case it continues from where you're standing. So, I think
I'm gonna put this on the table.
I'm not going to play too much of this because it is not really a beat 'em up.
No, not particularly.
It is a side-scrolling action game with some enemies that sort of, much
What am
like
I-
Kung Fu Master, the tougher enemies that take more than one hit, you get into a little bit of, like, because you're already having a stand-up fight, but it's still not built around the sort of interrupt, like, stagger and knockdown mechanics. And the default enemies are one-hit goons running to you to try to hug you to death. Terrific graphics.
Oh, this is beautiful.
Pretty good music. And just like, yeah, a really cool aesthetic. Like, clearly, like, it's got the DNA of the art style of Kung Fu Master in it. But at the same time,
Damn. Damn.
yeah, this is a quarter muncher. There's some nunchucks on the ground there. So there's an addition to
That's
the
it?
formula. Okay, want to see if you can continue right from where you stand?
Yeah, hit me. Yep, that's what it is. Let's
Okay.
Continue from where you stand. Yeah, you get
Okay,
two of
so
these guys.
getting stabbed is a real problem. Like, you badly don't want to be stabbed. Which is kind of how it's like out on the streets.
Damn. You can't. There is a degree of stuff here though where. So if you. No. No. Give me another quarter. I can show you something here. So when you do the jump kick, you send them backwards. Ooh. So you can sort of give yourself some space.
Yeah, and you actually bounce back off of them, like as though you had planted your foot in their chest. You know what? There's a little bit of stunlock when you're hitting them. This is that much closer to being a beat 'em up than Kung Fu Master was. Obviously, the setting. Oh, hey.
Power Man.
This guy reminds me of...
Luke Cage, Power Man?
No, I was going to say of Yayar Kung Fu.
Okay, do you want to have another go at it?
Here, no, you finish off your 5 quarters. This is your 4th.
Okay, I'm getting better. There is a degree of
Oh, yeah.
skill to this.
Oh, there's tons of skill involved in Kung Fu Master. Sometimes, like, Kung Fu Master and this game can both be kind of annoying, because sometimes it would be fun to really engage with your actual fight instead of just constantly trying to stop the endless wave of huggers that just keep spawning behind you. But the music's pretty good. They really...
Whoa, that hugger
like,
came out of nowhere.
This is a...
Oh, 2 stabbers? Unfair. Now, alright. You want a game over
Well,
it
no,
and
this is
stop
your
from the
last
beginning?
quarter. Your last quarter.
No, this is my 5th quarter.
No, because I did one.
Oh, right.
Ah. Ah, yes, the PP room right next to the rental room. Oh,
Does that guy have a
dear.
gun?
Come on, dude.
Oh, he never fired a shot.
I wonder... Is this supposed to actually... Like, is this Thomas? Is this supposed to be Thomas? Hey, the boss!
Yeah, I got to the boss. That's it, though.
Okay, I'm gonna game over and start back again. This is fun. Like this is pretty good.
That's a good game.
I feel the same way about Kung Fu Master. If the spawn rate on the endless waves of huggers was a little slower, it probably would be more fun. Because the real fun is when you make it to a dude who you can stand there and fight.
So according to this, there are 5 stages in order of appearance: a street, a junkyard, the Brooklyn Bridge, implying this is all New York,
Okay.
a back street scene, and on top of a building that is under construction.
Neat. Well, that's a lot more dynamic, of course, than Kung Fu Master. 5 levels of the tower. Yeah, come on, buddy.
Those really help because they do the knockback. There you go. Oh, big! I'm a big! That ice cream is a
Nice. I'm a big.
big. Yeah, you really...
Ah!
Yeah, he really gets it.
And, like, also I think the actual original beat 'em up, Renegade or Niketsuko Kunio-kun, had the right idea that, like, okay, you lose a little bit of health when a guy's got you in the full Nelson, but really it should just be about that he's holding you so a dude can hit you from behind.
Nice, you're doing good with the knife guy. There you go.
This is this map is just, they drew like a whole city street.
They did.
There's,
I think this is artistically, like,
this is terrific.
this is amazing artwork. For the period as well. Like, there are lots of games we played from later than this, operating on better hardware, that did not look or run half as good.
Oof. Yeah. We're playing on the MAME emulator, but I think I'm going to be picking this up on Arcade Archive. So
We've all been to the PP room.
Right next to Maria. Whoa! No, he shot me in the face. This is not good. It is not good. Okay, hey, from close to full health, you can take a shot. And this guy doesn't know anything about shooting lower down.
Nice. So apparently this began its life as a direct sequel to Kung Fu Master,
Makes sense.
but it didn't test well, I guess. Nice. Oh, he's got a health bar.
Hi, come on.
You're just fighting fat Jason Mantzoukas here. Yeah, so this began life as Beyond Kung Fu Return of the Master. But it was shelved after it underperformed, and then it was revamped into Vigilante
Interesting.
and given an Americanized setting. Oh, we got you.
He got me, but I shook free.
Nice, well done.
That was good. Oh no, I was so close. We almost managed to skip the whole rest of the game.
Yeah, she was just there in that truck. I could have swore this was a train, but
The
apparently
van
it's
is
just
carrying Madonna
Yeah.
to their turf. The junkyard.
So, are we gonna address that these guys are just straight up called skinheads?
They're called skinheads. I'm not seeing even one bald guy.
No.
And there seem to be some black dudes in the skinheads, which I guess is, you know, integration is good.
Yeah.
Oh, very clever.
Now you gotta jump the chain. I don't know if you can duck the sticks. Yeah, you can duck the sticks. Jump the chain, duck the sticks. That old mnemonic.
Really
Oh,
satisfying.
he has a high and a low. This guy's much better with his stick than that guy was with his gun.
Ah, damn it. I grabbed the nunchucks and then immediately got bashed with a stick and dropped them. That guy is obviously like, generally he's like a loan shark. Because he's just going right for your knees. He's not really using the chain to fight.
No, he just wants to cripple. An interesting choice to make the main enemy, the hugger, a ginger. Just gonna go ahead.
Yeah.
Nice.
Excellent.
Nunchucks really help you.
That's what it would be like in a martial arts movie if the hero suddenly was able to grab a pair of nunchucks. Especially as the dude with the chain was bearing down on him. Oh ho, the twins!
Oh yeah, these are the boss too. Good job, you've gotten pretty far here.
Well, I am 4/4 in on stage 2.
Yeah, and there are 5 stages. Needless to say, I don't think we're completing this game. And I don't think we're adding it to the list if we're not counting it as a beat 'em
I
up.
don't think this is a beat 'em up. This is an excellent. This is a lot of fun. I'll be picked like. I came to the realization that as much as I prefer, when possible, to purchase video games, especially perhaps especially classic video games, to say, hey,
Oh, you've sent them up. That's really good.
yeah,
You're getting double hits on them now. Yeah,
but they're getting double hits. Actually, they're not, which is good. This is really good. The first boss I thought was like, the reasoning that this isn't a beat 'em up is that the fighting
That backflip
is not based around a system of stun locking and knocking down. It's just
Look at that.
getting hits. It's just a side-scrolling action game.
It's not just the art style, it's also the sprite work. Like, look at his
Yeah.
backflip. That's incredibly smooth. This is... If you told me that this game came out, like, a couple of years ago as, like, an indie... Like, a single guy made this and released it kind of thing, I would be like, man...
Wow, this guy is
he
taking
did
me all the way
amazing
across the
work.
stage.
That's incredible.
And he won't fight. Finally. Do I have to walk all the way
You
down
gotta walk all the way back. His brother's just standing there waiting.
to drive away?
Jesus.
This is terrific. I'm picking this up. Oh, you're back.
He never left?
Oh, I thought when he jumped up there it was because I got half his health gone, but he was going to be the one to drive the van away. All right, we got it. Oh, damn it. Really kind of like, why not just have your getaway guy drive away as soon as you see the dude coming? Why take the
Heading
risk?
for the bridge. The time is running out.
They didn't do the tasteless Rolling Thunder thing of having Madonna get less and less clothed after each stage. Bespeaks a confidence in their game design.
Well,
All right, I should have seen that
you
coming.
should have seen that coming. These are... Again, I think the animation is incredible, but those
Yeah.
are sort of wimpy explosions for a motorcycle blowing up.
Well, especially because they don't create any, like, they damage you, but there's no other reaction.
God, the huggers. I mean, the knife guys do a ton of damage, but the huggers are such an overwhelming threat. Oh, shit. I thought he was going to take a shot from
Yeah, I
that
thought he was
position,
sniping.
But no.
But no. He's thinking about it, and then he's like, oh shit, this guy's actually here now.
Now that was a great hug. That guy hugged you in place that gave shooting guy time to get a shot in.
I like that he like actually has the logic of, I need the guy to be X far away when I take
Is
my
this the
shot.
boss already?
This is the boss already.
Whoa. Yeah, this is a much shorter stage. Also, Twin Towers in the background.
Yep. Period appropriate.
Period appropriate.
And these Twin Towers don't have the like New York City Terrorist Response Center on their first floor. because Rudy Giuliani thought that would be a convenient place for his mistresses.
This guy's good at blocking. Just not all the time. I like his low kicks. He knows how to get in there. Oh, you're gonna get him.
There's a real, the New York or whatever city it's supposed to be of Mike Tyson's Punch-Out is significantly less decayed than this wreck of a city.
His real issue here is that the driver clearly is just not getting out of this van. You still have not rescued her. The skinheads are heading downtown. So this is the back alley scene.
The back streets.
Yeah, gotta watch out for
We're not getting new enemies.
No.
That's one thing that
Everything we've seen in the first
Kung
level.
Fu Master has that this game doesn't. Which is interesting when you consider that they drew a whole new place for damn it. For it. Oh, that was cool. I took the guy out by landing on his head with my knockback.
Yeah, it's the double stab from Knife Guy. That's bad.
That was very clever work by the hugger. Okay, I'm gonna do one more quarter. And then let's... Yeah.
Chain Guy and... Man, Knife Guy.
Knife Guy's really got some stamina.
Not only stamina, he does so much damage. Like, I get it. He's got a knife. You don't... Oh,
It's cool that huggers... Okay,
don't want to stand in front of that door. Okay, well, let's move on here.
It's cool that as they go, the hugger enemies actually develop different tactics for bombing on you. Okay, so let's go back for a second to the screen so that I can roll my quarter counter back.
Oh.
Just ignore that.
Yeah, Cedric the Owl.
Cedric!
They're sort of an inclusive of skinheads.
Welcome. And yeah, we were saying the same thing. Just like not a single one of these dudes has a bald head. And also the diversity. And yet, they're still they're a pretty evil gang. They're just kidnapping Madonna.
Which, you know.
I don't think it's a license. I don't think it's official Madonna.
Who hasn't tried to kidnap Madonna?
I looked and tried to find it. Have you seen Weird, Greg? The Al Yankovic story?
I haven't seen it yet, no.
Tremendous film.
It looks incredible, yes.
It's very funny. It's got some excellent scenes. Excellent performances. Even and it makes sense because it was made, written by Weird Al.
Yeah.
So here we go with Crime Fighters.
Crime Fighters! They psych you out there for a second.
The first two times, the Konami was like, let's make a beat 'em up all our own without using a licensed property. They were like, they really took the two roads that are available to them. One of it was just some dudes in a city, just fighting crime in an urban decay. Sure, but what if we set it down old Louisiana, out in the bayou, and a swamping boy had to fight his way into New Orleans for the Big Easy. So.
Oh, I gave 3 credits there, but that's okay. We'll keep the coin counter going.
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't affect the coin counter, actually. So. Here we go. Stage 1.
Okay.
All right. Different, palette swap characters. We have a punch. We have a kick. We have a behind the back kick. No jumping? No, we do have jumping. This is the first arcade game we've played that is hit, punch, and kick at the same time to jump. You don't need to do that in the arcade where you're allowed to decide how many buttons there are. But that's what they went with for this. Interesting, something about the sprite size.
Oh, I've got a nice little stab.
We've got it's not the size. It's that, much like Streets of Rage, perhaps, hey, you can kick him while he's down. That's not quite...
Oh, that's good.
Okay.
Oh!
Cartoon
We got
flattened.
crushed.
Oh, man. Did you see the... Oh, sweet. A throw. Did you see the thing that my guy did, like, just the flourish with the switchblade when he picked it up?
Oh, I got kicked in the balls.
With a ding and everything? Boom. Kick that dude in the ribs. Yeah, this is... So even more so than Streets of Rage, this game has realistically proportioned sprites.
Yeah.
Kick him. Yeah, and there are multiple kicks in the combo that all have their own animation. Same with the punch. The back kick is good. Oh, I just hit a bionic elbow. And it wasn't like, it's not a move beyond just I was doing a combo and it was the final part of the move.
I've got a lead pipe now.
Sometimes they just do a throw at the end of the move. It must have something to do with proximity, like how close you're standing to the guy you're beating up, but...
Oh. Yep, I did a thing where I hit him. I did some high knees against a person. Put their head into my knees a few times.
This is a lot of fun so far. Oh man, he's selling the nut shot. Like
that was my first quarter, I believe, so I think I'm on quarter 2 now.
No, that was just a life.
That was just a life?
If you used a quarter, I would have had to press the button for you.
Oh, we had 3 credits, though.
Yeah, but the one that makes the... Oh, man. Yeah, this guy's just crushing me with his windmill move. Oh, but then he gets winded. That's fun. Although then
This is really
he got
well
me
done.
again. So you just gotta wait. He keeps going faster and faster. Oh, I'm slightly off the Z axis.
The axis. Get out of there.
I'm trying. Here, get his back, get his back. Ah. Okay, this... So this is the boss, obviously. That's a fun gimmick for the boss. That he's just over-enthusiastic and his bad cardio. I think I missed the animation that you're trying to refer to, Cedric, because I don't think it's cross-checking when you just windmill your stick at a guy.
Got him.
Okay.
This is fun.
This is
pretty good.
This is
SK question mark?
I mean, I guess to some degree I should have thought, you know, the thought process should have been late 80s Konami. Oh, yes, okay. But my thought process was, oh man, what a totally generic setting. But you know what? It's not like it really was at that time. In 1988. Like, I guess Renegade, the adaptation, the localization of... Oh man, I'm getting kicked while I'm down. A lot of sprites on the screen.
Yeah. Also, not for the enemies, but for us, it's using thick black lines, which really helps to differentiate between us and the bad guys here.
The enemies have outlines, but they're not as... They're not
the
as... color isn't as bold.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like original Neketsu Kuwa Kunio-kan obviously does not have an urban decay setting. It's a delinquent story.
It has a high school decay setting.
Yeah. Well, like everything looks very neat and tidy. Oh man, I hit that guy in the guts so that he doubled over and then smashed him in the back. And it's not like, they're not really moves.
No.
They all just emerge out of the combos. The move set is fairly simple, I think. Just the punches and kicks.
Also,
and
Ilya
weapons.
Dragunov, who just shows up.
Or Ivan Drago, if you prefer. Yep. I was thinking the Johnny Bravo guys, but Duke Nukem is another good reference
Duke Nukem is the
for
big
the
guy.
blonde ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn. These guys are like fucking 50s greasers. They're constantly fixing their hair as they walk up on you.
Yeah, that's what Cedric's saying. This is... I'm a fan of this game. Oh my goodness, look at that. Look at that, that racy...
Oh, okay, that's Greg.
Racy ad there. Do you see that?
Yeah.
Looks like she's about to goatsy.
Okay. I need another quarter.
Oh.
I don't need it. We had the credit, but I lost it. No, but I lost a life.
Yeah,
I had to restart, so give me the quarter.
I did.
Oh, you did. Sorry, you put it on the wrong side. I see. Racy.
That's very racy.
Oh, that poster winks. Do you see that?
No, I didn't.
The pitch poster in the face winks.
That's freaky. Are we in Splatterhouse now?
I guess it's... Well, no, it's the future, James. Let's go with that.
Yeah.
This is a motion. This is a motion poster.
Oh, yeah. Alright, I guess it could be like a hologram. We have holograms in our world.
God,
I didn't see the other one, Cedric. I guess I was too distracted by the... Oh, hey, I'm on the board. With 23 points. I assume you get one
Guy with
point
a
per
gun.
knockout.
Guy with a gun. God damn, guy.
And are the bullets not animated? They went realistic with it?
Yeah.
Cool. Boom. Big back roundhouse. This guy's forward kicks are not nearly as confident as his swirling roundhouse.
Oh my god, hold on. I can pick up the gun.
Oh.
I gotta get that gun.
I knew you must be saying
Wow.
some kind of tagline in your mom.
These greasers can take a hit.
It's just a BB gun.
Yeah. I was not expecting these greasers to just take shots to the face as a slight disturbance.
Oh. Oh no! Body slam. Fortunately, I don't think the big guy can kick you in the ribs, and none of his little guys were around to kick me in the ribs.
I'll take this switchblade.
Yeah. It's because Back to the Future was still was the big hit at that time.
Mm-hmm.
People really like the merging of the idea of the past and the future. Just make sure you don't make any reference to the present.
Yeah, people hate that.
Yeah, no. Well, look what the present was like, according to Japanese video games set in America. Whoa!
Whoa.
We got our Casey Jones, Jason.
Is that guy
guy
have
here.
just a straight axe?
He just has an axe.
Oh, it gets stuck. That's
Uh-huh.
the gimmick.
Okay. Oof. But only when he does his big overhead swing. And not for long.
Oh, he got... He's focused on me. Damn it.
Oof.
I'm trying
Yeah,
to take
yeah.
out his friends, but they won't. They're all in a big cluster right now.
So wait, have you used 3/4, Greg? And I just didn't notice.
No,
that
I used to.
Okay. Oh, okay. I have the equalizer.
A bat?
2x4. Ah, never mind. Turns
Didn't-
out a
didn't
2x4
equalize
does
anything.
not equalize things against a giant dude with an axe, whose arms are much longer than yours. Fond childhood memories. My cousin describing the plot, such as it is, of Jason Takes Manhattan to me when I was a wee little kid. It was such a disappointing moment when I was finally old enough to watch horror movies, to watch Friday the 13th movies and be like, oh, these aren't actually, most of these aren't very good at all.
I used a quarter.
Yeah, it's like some of the Friday night, used a quarter, you say?
Yep.
There we go. some of the Friday the 13th movies are pretty good slashers,
Yeah.
but none of them are like it's not like any of them are Halloween, where like a serious film critic would take them seriously.
I think the most recent one was really fun, actually. The reboot. That was actually kind of the first. Well, not the first two movies, but the second and third movie combined was really good.
Did they do? Was that the one where they also did do the first movie as like the cold open kind of before the credits?
They did, yeah.
Oh man, the thing about the NES game Guided by Voices is that it's not a good game, but like there's an idea there not only for a cool survival horror game that's probably too edgy for even like edgy developers to want to make, and same deal for a good Friday the 13th movie that would probably be too edgy and horrifying for them to make. Because the idea, Greg, if you're not familiar with the Friday the 13th game on NES, is that Camp Crystal Lake actually reopens. Not like in all the films where like it's gonna reopen, so the counselors go up there to like for like a training session and they get murdered.
But
that happens in at least one of the movies.
Yeah, but there's actual kids there.
There's actual kids, and so the game you can switch between the counselors who have to figure out a way to defeat Jason, but also you have to like keep the kids safe, and like it's a big open world is probably overstating the case, but like it is an open map that you can explore, full of cabins, and then there's like creepy places in the woods where like you can find Jason's mom's sweater to make Jason like do less damage to you or attack you less. And when you run into Jason, he murders you. Like he is you fight him in the video game, but he is very, very, very difficult to defeat. In fact, it's not real. Oof. I just got cartoons squashed into the wall.
I will say the cartoon effects are sort of...
They're wildly out of place.
Yes.
With our realistic sprites, but... That is a good bit. Start of that movie. And then that, like... One thing that I think a lot of slashers, as their series go on, suffer from... is just getting increasingly ludicrous in their, like, adding new lore. And Jason Goes to Hell really goes for it in that regard, where it's like, oh yeah, once you kill Jason, you have to be very careful not to eat his heart. Because otherwise he will, like, take over your body and gradually continue to exist.
Oh, this is Trio Street.
Similarly, by the end of the original run of Halloween movies, like Michael Myers had been like incarnated by a druidic cult or something.
Yeah,
ridiculous.
it was real bad.
It's not good.
But yeah, I remember thinking that it was insane that this last year we had a Friday the 13th in October and didn't get a Friday the 13th movie. I feel like somebody
Well, the thing your
messed
mom,
up.
The important detail, your mom, is that when Jason continues to exist, he's just casually murdering every single person he sees.
Yeah.
So that's the harmful part.
Now, Jason X, I think, is a movie that digs into the ludicrousness, which is always much funner than the ones that try to be, like, serious, but are actually
I'm
just
telling
ludicrous.
you, man. Listen, cast a whole bunch of established child actors. I don't know how many established child actors there are nowadays, but cast a bunch of them, and then just have Jason killing them off while the counselors, like, desperately try to figure out what to do. There's some kind of theme there about parents like offloading responsibility or something. Latchkey kids. I don't know.
I think Jason X actually has a scene where there are children at Camp Crystal Lake, and one of the people gets killed because.
The robots that gradually continue to exist. But again, if they're violent robots,
Yeah.
it's bad if they gradually continue to exist. A whole lot depends on the context of your existence.
Like that robot Megan from the movie Megan.
I've heard that movie has a good sense of humor about itself. I haven't seen it. Although, you know what? I've seen the clips, and it's
Chopping Mall.
like when she suddenly starts running on all fours.
Yes.
Why would your child companion android be designed to do that?
It wasn't designed to do that, James. That's the whole point of the film.
Oh, I assumed that the point was your standard, like, it's supposed to be your friend and protect you, but it takes that way too literally, and now it's cutting off the bully's head or something.
Kinda, yeah, but also it does. It's an artificial intelligence, so it grows beyond its programming.
Okay.
Yeah.
But still, the
It's not like-
programming
it's
should
not
have
like
nothing
it
to do
broke.
with whether it can run like a cheetah on all fours. That's functionality.
Yes.
You had to build that thing to do that. Boom. They even animated the reinflation.
Yeah, the reinflation. You know.
This is another case of the game. This is another game not giving us any new enemies besides the bosses at each successive level. Which is, now that's 3 games in a row. Because POW did that. And then so did Vigilante, even if Vigilante didn't quite meet our definition of the beat 'em up. Man, what a nice touch to have combos resolve in multiple ways.
That jump kick is very good if you can land it.
Like just,
That move?
you know, double axe handle to the back, bionic elbow, a twisting scoop slam.
This guy has a move where he just bats you and it sends you to the back of the stage.
We do not have friendly fire, do we? No.
No, I don't believe so.
Okay.
Although I did seem to be kicking you while you were down earlier.
That's a funny form of friendly fire. You can only hit your opponent if you're kicking him in the ribs while he's down. Music's not like
It's
amazing,
not,
but
yeah.
it's entirely good.
It fits the game.
Yeah.
Nice.
But like, you know, at this time, Konami's composers had, you know, created, say, Bloody Tears, the classic.
Damn, the football guy got
Is
me.
that from Castlevania 1 or 2, Bloody Tears? Doesn't matter.
Doesn't
Castlevania games have good music. Coming back in.
Coming back in.
That's your 5th quarter. I mean, I think we're seeing this one through.
Oh, we're
This
seeing
is a
this
lot of
one
fun,
through to the
and I'm
end,
really
yeah.
excited for Vendetta now.
I am interested to see if there's any differences in the characters starting in Vendetta, because right now we are just straight palette swaps of each other.
Yeah. I am almost positive that Vendetta does have 4 characters that all look different.
There we go.
Can you punch while they're down?
No,
Okay.
only kick. You can't even back kick when they're down. Just forward kicks.
The back kick while they're down is just disrespect. You're just scuffing dirt onto them.
Oh, what's this? Oh, well that guy...
Oh dear.
Why is half the villains just horror movie characters?
I mean, they can command the respect of the street gangs.
That's true. Oh my god, if that was a subplot in Jason Takes Manhattan, how much
Oh,
better would that
man.
movie have been?
That'd be way better than
If
just
Jason
him,
just takes over a
some
street
dude
gang?
being like, all right, I'm gonna box this giant, this freak who must smell absolutely disgusting.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it's New York City in the 80s. Yeah, I'm just gonna box with this guy, and then Jason takes his head off in one shot. That's a pretty funny Jason kill.
Mm-hmm. Damn, he gets you on the downswing too. It is a chainsaw after all.
Oh yeah, there is no part of the swing where you want
Yeah.
to take that chainsaw hit. Ah. I forgot that he doesn't have the mask on. That really just even more underscores, like, don't touch your boxing gloves on that guy's face.
Yeah.
Never mind, like, sure, it's fair that you didn't know that he's an unkillable monster
God.
who can take your head off with a single punch. But, like...
Konami really self-branding on this game as well.
They're making sure...
Like, they're really making sure you know this is a Konami game.
Yeah, don't you forget.
What do you think of our look, by the way? The sort of
I was actually just about to comment on the fact that our guys are wearing, like, button-up shirts over their plain white tees, but they keep the button-up shirts open. They're not popping the collars. Oh, I should have seen that coming.
Yeah, that's straight out of... Oh, that makes this guy so much more dangerous. He gets you twice, this guy. Because he's got that move that hits you to the back of the stage. But now you're going to get an electric shock every time he hits it.
The crazy thing is that obviously I know this guy has this move, but he's just never doing it to me. Maybe that big swipe that he just tried to hit me with was the...
The big swipe is the move.
Okay.
If you avoided it, then good for you.
Yeah, I did, and it was. Oh, there he goes. All right. There. Now I feel like I got the full experience. Oh! All right, that's more than I needed. Oh, no, I was still alive.
Well, not allowed now. Give me a 6/4.
Oh, hey. Is the boss of the rooftop level just a martial artist?
I don't know. I figured out his thing, though. He jumps behind you, and when he jumps behind you, you start hitting back kicks.
Makes sense.
Because he...
They're making use of the moveset.
Damn. I will say I'm sick of this big guy.
If that guy's the boss, then we took the boss out before we took out the goons, which is fun. Ah, lost a life. If this is the end of the stage, that's a waste. No, okay.
We're moving.
So that was a mid-boss.
That was a mid-boss, that martial artist. I imagine... So that is a new enemy type.
Yeah.
Martial artist, introduced on the rooftop. Yep, here's another one. The martial artists own the rooftops.
Yeah. Which really, especially if your martial arts involves a lot of flipping and tumbling, not the safest. Hey, we got a dominatrix.
Wow, 2 new enemies. Just a straight up dominatrix, though.
Yep.
Like, no.
Well,
oh, I'm out. I'm out. I need coins. That's 7 for me.
oh, we have none.
And it says when you log on, when you put in a coin, it says Konami. They really want you to know.
Yeah, she's not like the Lindas. Many of the Lindas have a dominatrix feel, and they do. Like Linda's signature weapon is a whip, but I feel like it's not quite as like there's no ambiguity here. This woman is not a gang member fighting with a whip. This is just a dominatrix in some kind of goofy party mask.
Dominatrix sometimes wear goofy party masks.
Oh yeah, I'm sure they do. I don't see why they wouldn't.
If they're going to a goofy party, for example. Damn. She takes you out. Oh, gotta get her. Gotta get her when she's down.
Ha! Ha! I got that guy in the jump.
Okay, I took out the dominatrix.
Well done.
Checking on time there, James?
Yep.
How we doing on time?
Oh, we're fine. It's 20 after 8.
Ah, that's fine. Lots of time. Any other quarter already? I do. Up to 8.
It's definitely getting harder. More dudes with knives. More big dudes. More like tough enemies.
Mm-hmm. It makes almost like a Flintstones sound when you get knocked back.
Yeah, it's a real aggressive shift to the cartoonish at random points. Oh, here we go. Oh yeah, it's Freddy Krueger.
It's Freddy Krueger. They all seem to be based
So
on him.
we are specifically going with I mean, like, the chainsaw guy was not Leatherface,
No.
but we clearly have a horror movie theme. Nonetheless.
Man, these kung fu guys are nothing to mess with.
For that matter, neither is Freddy Krueger. I like that they don't kick you while you're down. They do like a tumbling stomp to the back. Oof.
I used another quarter, I guess.
Did you?
I put in some things. I hit start.
There you go. Still, like, so far, I've spent almost $2. You've just spent over $2.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely way harder right now. For the fairly legitimate reason that they sent 2 of these tough martial artist guys at us and a tough boss.
Okay, I took out one of the martial artists.
Like, it's not some cheese where they just were suddenly like, okay, now enemies do half your health with every punch. And they gave us a chance to get used to fighting the martial artists before they did this.
Yep.
Ah, damn it. I think I did friendly fire you.
I don't think I took any damage, though. Shit.
No. I'm not sure.
Okay, I took out both
Oh,
martial
here we go.
artists. And then we just fucking
There.
curb stomped Freddy Krueger.
It's all about just, yeah. That's what the parents did to the non-supernatural version of Freddy Krueger prior to the events of the first film.
Oh, look at these people experiencing homelessness.
The first time I saw the original Nightmare on Elm Street, oh
Yeah.
wow, geez, they're animated. There's
Yeah.
multiple different vagrant sprites.
Damn. Got shot by the BB. Oh, purple ninja now.
And this is a
Purple
new,
karate
like,
guy.
this is a completely different martial artist with a much goofier walk.
Presumably he's about to go do some capoeira.
Boom, boom. Big knees to the face.
Damn it.
Of the gun guy.
Damn it.
Ah.
Damn it. Gun guy's timing is on point. Can't get within... There we go. Screw you, gun guy.
There.
I'm up to 10 quarters when you got a second.
$2.50.
Oh, check out these mice. It's incredible these arcade games we played. Because we've played some arcade versions of games that we also played on the home consoles, and we've played some straight up arcade classics.
Yep.
And I really think these visually are so much more appealing than most of the notables that we played. Some of which came out later than these games.
Well, and on that note, though, like, Niketsuko Kunio-kun is probably one of the most appealing looking.
Yes, but that's...
And it's the first one.
Yes. I was also going to say the later Kunio-kun games get, like, a style.
Yeah.
Like, they play within their limitations in a really good way.
And then one of them doesn't. And
Yeah.
just totally fails to stick the landing.
Mm-hmm.
Even though the graphics were nice.
I'll take that. Watch out for gun guy.
Oh, you got me. Why am I entering my full initials every time? Like it really matters. I'm not even sure the name saves high space. $2.
Watch out for football guy.
Oof.
He's got the charge. Football guy and this other, like, just powerlifter dude have almost the exact same sprite apart from color, and yet completely different movesets.
Yeah. And like this guy, he does the same thing as the other martial artist where he tries to jump over you. But otherwise he's a different guy. Like, yeah, this is a really good game. And it's interesting to me that like every other Konami game we've played is kind of there's a line of success. There's like a genetic line.
Love is waiting. Lip stating agency.
Whoa, that's the teeth really. Both the teeth and the fact that the expression is like of concern. Like, oh man, all those guys are fighting. Really combined to make that. Oh, your mom thinks it's from some album cover. I can't think of it immediately. That sounds plausible. I have this guy's number.
Give me a coin.
I said that. And then immediately was taken down.
There we go.
Whoa.
Oh, is that the boss? The boss
Drago.
is just a boxer. Yeah, it is just Drago.
Well, it's Urban Drago. Wear jeans. I don't think Drago ever put blue jeans on in his life.
No, too American.
I think I've got him. I think I've got his... Oh, no, there he goes. Ooh, just... I mean, he is a boxer.
Okay, I took out big guy. This guy's... Dang.
He's got great punch speed for a big guy.
He punches down, too, because his opponents are so much smaller than him.
Yeah.
That really adds
This
to
guy
his
does
punch
not...
power.
This guy's not skipping the speed bag.
Oh
This
my
guy's
God.
not just like... He's not like Drago, just being like, look how hard I can hit heavy bag.
This is the way you do it, though. Yeah. If you
Oh.
if you can get him in there. Konami, we made this. Konami, this is like
Stage
a
7, brought to you by Konami.
Stage 7. No real linear story I can track. Like, I don't know why we're moving from one setting to another.
Oh, we're just finding out where there's crime, and then we're going there, we're
just
beating up
fighting it,
crime.
Yeah. But you know what I mean? They don't seem to lead
No.
to one another, is what I'm
No,
saying.
there is no narrative here beyond that these two guys really don't like crime.
But they could even make it where the end of the level sort
Or
of like leads
maybe it's
to the
it's a
dock.
Comba Tribes like twist where we're crime.
We're crime.
The crime fighters are all these people just trying to stop these two Miami Vice rejects from partial Miami Vice rejects from the waist up.
Yeah. I do like his red jeans.
Ah, dogs!
Dogs!
Oh god. It's bad. It's bad.
Oh shoot, they get you in the
What do you
leg.
do? How do you get the dogs?
I don't know.
They're ripping in my pants. I don't understand.
Oh, you gotta get them when they jump at you.
Okay. Ah, man. I knocked the guy down out of range so I couldn't get the kicks.
Right now, he's just barking. I don't think he's even doing damage.
Okay, maybe... Maybe he's submitting to it. We've shown our dominance by killing his friend. He's like, okay, I'm part of the pack now, right? I'm part of the pack. We don't have to kill me.
We did somehow, though.
We starved him. He said, you're not part of our pack.
Yeah, when he jumps, you can land a hit on him.
You can't eat our food.
See? And I think he goes down in one hit.
Boom. Dump that dude on his head. That dog came in just bounding around. Yeah, so anyway, there's a real lineage to the other Konami games we played. Like, Bayou Billy sets a lot of the tone for how Ninja Turtles plays, and then The Simpsons is just Ninja Turtles, but with The Simpsons.
Yeah.
This is not that. This
No.
is much more. Oh wow, yes. When you only have to hit them once, you can tell yourself that they flicker out, but really what's happening is that you scared them away. If the dog actually goes down, you have to do the kick it while it's down move to crush its kidneys.
All right, give me my $3 when you got a chance. So, what year is this game?
88, I believe.
So $3, that might be my week. In terms of, like, spending cash?
I did not have an allowance in 1988.
I didn't have... I had an allowance
three.
for, like... I had, like, an allowance for, like, I don't know, a month, maybe? I got money for chores sometimes. And once somehow, like, tricked my dad into giving me money. but the week I had an allowance really felt like... Come on, man. Okay, I'm just leaving.
Yeah, alright.
Let's
dude.
reset this guy. Yeah, it felt like almost like a. Yeah, no, you gotta kick him when he's down. It's the best thing to do. The month I had an allowance really felt like just like an experiment. I don't even know if it was successful or not. I don't know what the takeaway was. I wasn't privy to that.
Yeah, but the first time I ever had an allowance in the early 90s, it was $3. Although, technically, I used it, I believe, every single week to rent a video game on Friday. So I don't know that I was ever actually given $3. Oh.
Oh, we got a boss. Oh, this is an army guy.
I like that the knife is kicked out of your hands just with one hit. They don't have to get a knockdown on you.
You don't keep the knife. Whoa, okay, army guy's got... Oh, okay.
Giant knife.
Giant knife. That's his thing. This is Schwarzenegger. Oh, he's a front stab as well as a down stab. Okay, that's me too. I'm up to...
I'm 250 deep. Oh man. And this guy's also good at stabbing, like quickly. With a lot of big guys, like in Double Dragon 2, a lot of the big guys, you could bait them by giving them your back and then catch them with a kick in the guts.
Yeah, not this guy.
This guy, he sees that coming, and he compensates by just stabbing you in the face. Stop stabbing me again and again, dude. Or carry on.
He'll do what he likes.
Yeah.
Yes! Right. Yes! Oh, I got the martial artist in a knee smashing.
Yeah, super
and
satisfying.
That was very good.
Just giving him the repeat go to sleep.
Oh. I do wish there was some kind of health bar on the bosses, though. Just the bosses. Obviously.
Honestly, it feels like it comes together. It's always just about to come together when we get both sides of the guy and just start pounding on him.
Yeah, that's when it happens. I need to be on 14 when you have a minute.
This guy.
God.
This guy.
Oh my god. I think I got 2 hits in with that entire
This is the first part that feels like they're like, okay, getting close to the end. Let's squeeze the kids a little.
We want him coming back. Put Stabby in there. Yes! I got like 3 solid hits on him.
It does seem like the bosses don't have to go, like, it's not on a knockdown, it's just they have a health bar, so.
Almost up to $4. We'll see if I can...
There.
Wow, he really went down dramatic. Stage 8? Holy.
Alright.
How many stages do you think there are?
I don't know.
Yeah.
We're at factory now.
He did. He totally platooned.
He did platoon. That's an odd, not actually very good, I don't think, NES game, Platoon.
Is that a straight up adaptation of the film?
It's an adaptation of the film. I don't know how much of the like horror of war shit you get.
Yeah, it feels like you wouldn't get very much in a...
But it's like, what I remember is the first stage is just like a side scroller where you wander in the jungle and at various points you can go down or up, so it's like a maze map. And then I think you're just trying to get somewhere. It was extremely hard. When I played the game as a kid, that was the only part I experienced. Could never finish that stage. My cousin had the game. I don't know if he had rented once when I was up there. Probably not, because he's my older cousin, and I think he was mostly done with video games by the time I was into it. And yeah, I could never get anywhere. And then later found out that like it's one of those like every level is its own gameplay thing.
Oh yeah.
Kind of deal. Although I don't remember what they are. You get a little cheesecake butt shot of the dominatrix.
Yeah, when she's down.
When she's down. Ah, the gun was just slightly out of my reach.
Are you not just hitting me? Yeah, you're like standing immediately behind me, just throwing haymakers.
Ah, you're way better at beating the dogs. The animations are exceptional, Iran. Like, they really went with the, they went all out on every single sprite. Like, multiple frames for, like, most moves.
Damn it. You gotta take out these gun guys. Yeah, they'll just keep shooting you.
It would be nice for a little crowd control, like if the throws made them into projectiles that hit their friends. I don't think any game had done that by this point, so it seems churlish to be like, why didn't they innovate?
This is a strategy I hadn't landed on before now.
It's working. It's working. many later beat 'em, even like POW, lets you get guns, but you had an ammo cap. I really like that there's no bullets. They're like, no. The kids understand. The bullets move way too fast.
Oh, that was my heyday. That I went out on that. Okay, $4. Must be at the bottom. No, not yet.
Much like POW last week, like
There's a lot of game here.
yeah, and it's the same thing over and over again with they do
Oh,
throw
hey,
in
check it
some
out.
new enemy types.
There's a bunch of women in this cage.
Oh wow, okay. So we're busting up a trafficking gang.
Okay.
And I gotta say, this really kind of lowers my opinion of the dominatrix characters. I don't think you're really representing female power. Oh man. Oh man.
Well, these guys have guns, but they just pistol you, whip you with them so far. Oh, no, they shoot.
He'll shoot you. He'll shoot you.
Are they agents? They've got badges.
They might be fake agents.
I think they're corrupt agents.
Wait, what if we are the crime? Like we finally fought our way back to our lair where we keep all our slaves.
Oh no!
I hope not.
God. Yeah, these guys are cops. These guys are supposed to be detectives or FBI agents or something.
Well, one thing you gotta say, even when they got into the whole winners don't use drugs thing, the beat 'em up really did not. It's not propaganda
Go up to
as a
17
genre.
when you
It's
got
like no,
attacked.
if they're cops, they're corrupt.
Up to 17
If you're
you
playing
got
as a
attacked.
cop, you quit the force because it's the only way you can actually deal with crime.
But your friends on the force will launch bazookas out of the...
With
Oh.
massive ordnance that they probably
Yeah.
shouldn't have. An ahead of its time critique. Oh man.
God, they're so big. These hulking cops.
I can't tell. Are these guys palette swaps? It's really effective palette swapping.
I think they are palette swaps.
Yeah,
in the
they
same
are.
way that we are. We are also just a black and a white guy, but somehow the palette swap works. It's a great choice of hairstyle. The
Yep.
shading makes the hairstyles look different, both on us and on these two. They
Yep.
don't look like they have the same hairstyle, but it's the exact same pixels.
So
Yep, shot to the face, that'll do it every time.
awesome that there is a game ahead of us called Vendetta that is a sequel to this. But why isn't this just like, why when people are like, oh, Konami's just a pachinko machine maker now, give us Silent Hill. Why aren't they like, come on, more crime fighters?
Yeah, this is fantastic. I think
This
little bit of a preview here, James. I think this is. I should be at 18, by the way. Thank you.
You are leaning boss tier with
I'm
this?
leaning boss tier for this.
I've been dilemmaizing over the fact that I'm like, in some ways, like I can see that there's like, you know, the pool's not that deep, like the moveset's not that, but no, I think you're right.
Oh, nice. Get him. There we go. Ah, damn. Didn't last. Nice.
Whoa.
This feels very finale. Oh. Don't shoot. Forgive me. Don't shoot.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Oh, that's cheap.
Brilliant. You gotta give him credit for a good strategy.
Oh, I'm not on the right axis.
I can't continue. It's true game over if you don't get...
The game is not over yet. A special stage will come right after you see the demo. Please wait. Hey!
And it's just you, because I got Tommy gun.
Sorry for keeping you waiting, girls. Do you mind being kidnapped again? By me?
Ooh, man.
No.
Oh, man. We went full Rolling Thunder at the end there. We weren't watching these ladies get gradually undressed, but we turned it right up to 11. Oh. I mean, to be fair, he's not actually kidnapping them. So he's not an abuser.
No.
He's just a fucking sleazebag.
Thanks a lot, and be careful out there.
And presumably, had I not got machine gunned, it would have been even grosser.
Yeah, because there would have been two of us.
Yeah.
The bosses strike back. Oh, wow, okay.
Okay.
So all the bosses at once. This is the special bonus stage. I don't think we're beating this. Let's give it the old college try, though.
This is great. This is really, really good stuff. Like, it's stupid,
Yeah.
but it's a fun kind of stupid. Crime Fighters is a noted influence on Warcraft.
Oh man, I was doing so much better against that guy a second ago.
Actually, on the note of that dumb joke I just made about Crime Fighters being an influence on Warcraft, it's kind of funny when you think of like American...
Oh yeah, I took out one of them.
Western PC gaming culture, especially in the 90s, a lot of like toxicity and like you know, consoles are kiddie stuff. It's stupid, like, you know, all that kind of thing. And then like the most representative developer of that attitude.
19.
Sorry, 19.
Yeah.
The most representative developer of that attitude would have to be John Romero, right? Famous for the Daikatana ad that said, John Romero's about to make you his bitch, suck it down. Because it was the 90s and just everything was awful. Nadir of culture. In North America, at least. And this is a very clever way to suck some more quarters out of you. Yeah, I've heard that he didn't like it. But, you know, when you think of the guy, you think of him, you know, you'd associate him with that. And then you read, like, interviews with him, like, talking about the development of different games. And it's all, he's always just like, my influences are, like, Shigeru Miyamoto and Nintendo games. And, like, apparently one of the main characters in Daikatana is named Miyamoto in tribute.
Yeah, of course.
Just kind of not what you would expect.
They keep the screen full at all times too. By every time we kill a boss, just a regular minion walks in.
Yeah. Hold on, there's a Game Boy Color version of Daikatana? Is it good?
Nope.
I was going to say, that just feels like it might randomly be good.
That's my $5. I'm at 20 now. $5 on this game. Oh, here comes one of the other bosses.
Which means we're getting there.
I'm getting.
We still haven't beaten the first level boss. I guess it's because it's really, really hard to get your opening on the guy.
Yeah, this is really actually a demonstrator of who were the most difficult bosses. Chainsaw Guy and Knife Guy were definitely way up there in terms of difficulty.
I think Knife Guy was definitely the hardest boss.
Okay,
I don't think it's even close.
I killed boss 1.
Oh, finally.
Speaking
And
of,
the regular enemies that come in are all the like mid-boss level enemies.
Yeah.
There's no generic mob that comes rushing in. I have to look into this Daikatana Game Boy Color game. I remember there was a GoldenEye game for the Game Boy Color that was like sort of a Legend of Zelda
Yeah.
with James Bond.
James, I should be at 21 now. Thank you. Thank you, James. Only one detective guy so far, though. But I assume this guy's supposed to be like an agent, not just a detective, not just a plainclothes.
He might just be the like he's credentialed security for like the rich corporate guy who is really behind all the crime in the streets.
Yeah, and all
Which is the
ladies
same-
being kidnapped.
The same social commentary that Streets of Rage gave
Oh,
us.
I took out the detective.
Actually, I never thought about that. But there's an obvious reactionary element
Yes.
to the urban decay. The only way to clean up the streets is to like, beat up all the people yourself. But it does often just turn out that actually all the crime is the result of some rich dude in an office building pulling the strings.
Well, it's a very Death Wish approach
Like
as well.
that's Streets of Rage. That's Final Fight.
Hey!
Okay, so you only got to do one of the two bosses at the end, and that's it. And then it loops.
Yeah, and then it loops.
Well,
would you look at that? What a great game.
that was quite a game.
That was good. I
Holy
really enjoyed
smokes.
that.
I wasn't expecting that.
Nuh-uh.
That was a delight.
Let's put this on the list.
How are we for time? We're not good for time. So what I'm going to propose is that after let's do our rankings,
Yes.
and then let's what was my next thing that I would say? Let's check out Typhoon Gal, which is not a beat 'em up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of them we're not putting on the list because it's not.
Yeah.
We're not going to count it.
I'm gonna put it on the played list with an asterisk next
Yeah.
to it instead of a number.
It doesn't have the Z-axis. It doesn't have stun locking.
You
and there's
don't
not
need-
really.
You don't need the Z because like we counted Chinagate because it did have combat that was based around
Yes.
symmetrical abilities between the enemy and the player and the stunning and the knocking down, which to me
A Z-axis is a good indicator though,
converged-
that you're looking at
yeah,
a beat 'em up.
that's one of those like things that like it's a sign that you're probably doing it. Like I don't know if is it supposed to be pronounced Ashy, ASCII?
A C?
Ashy, like character font based graphics.
Oh yes. ICI, I think.
You're probably looking at a roguelike.
Mm-hmm.
But not necessarily. Like I remember I had a game. It was a murder mystery game. You could either just play it and you're the detective going around the house talking to people until you usually just get murdered because you didn't solve the crime fast enough.
Sure. Yeah.
Or you could customize it by putting in all your friends' names and then they were the guests, which is cool.
Hey, do you know what they call Metroidvanias in Japan?
No.
And what the proposal is to call them worldwide because Metroidvania is sort of.
Ridiculous.
It's a weird name. It references two other games that are very old and are arguably not even the first examples of their type. Search action games is what they call them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah, right?
Exploration action.
Yeah.
That's fair. Like Metroid, like sure there are like probably in the like Dragon Slayer series. Is that what you're thinking? Or like Xanadu, that kind of game
Yeah.
that kind of predate Metroid.
And there's
Or at
certainly
least-
there's origins to it too that you can see. If you're going from everything comes from Pong, you can trace a line. But yeah, I would say there are games that sort of predate the idea. I think the core idea of Metrovania is that you play it. There are bits that you can't do until you get certain power-ups, and then you go back and do those bits until eventually you've explored everything and defeated everyone.
Yeah.
That's a search action game, a Metroidvania.
Yeah.
And I would say there are games
I really don't
that.
like the term Metroidvania. Like I prefer to call them Metroid likes because it's like Metroidvania as a term says this is a game that is like the Metroid games or like the specific sub-series of Castlevania games that are notable for being like the Metroid games.
Yeah.
It makes sense to call Symphony of the Night Metroidvania or like Aria of Sorrow. But otherwise, it's just like, yeah, this is just like not all Castlevania games are like this.
So yeah, they just call them search action
all
games
Metroid
in Japan.
games are like that.
And they argue, there's some people in North America arguing that that's what we should call them here too, whenever a new one comes out, instead of just always saying.
And there's one lonely voice always saying it should just be Metroid-like.
One lonely voice.
We don't call them Rogue Morias.
Yeah, that's true.
We don't just pick another roguelike and be like, let's smush it together with Rogue.
Okay, here we go.
So I think
Crime Fighters is boss tier.
Boss tier. Konami is now in the boss tier with 5 games. They are tied.
Wow.
No, they're one behind Techno's Japan Corp.
Well, we haven't played the sequel yet. Who knows?
Yeah, Konami has more entries. There are Technos games left for us to play, but Konami has way more chances to get on there. Mm-hmm. Oh man, that what a pleasant surprise.
What a gem.
Just had a real straight ahead, like we're cleaning up the streets by punching thugs.
Oh yeah, the default setting.
Colorful as hell.
Speaking of, I did buy with Christmas money the Urban Decay role-playing game, which is sold as a beat-em-up role-playing game.
That might be I don't know exactly how we work that in here, but
the ideal thing would be somehow for me to get it to Rich and him to DM it for me and you, which I don't see happening.
I don't think Rich is going to do that.
I could DM it for you and Rich.
Yeah. Then we had Rich to commit.
Yeah.
And it's not that Rich wouldn't be interested.
Oh, I don't think this is. I think this is a one shot.
And already commits a lot of his time to it.
Yeah.
I suppose if it's a one shot, we could do it on a Friday.
Yeah. I'm not saying this is a beat 'em up campaign.
Okay.
Just a one shot, I think, is sufficient.
So we're not doing a River City Ransom of our own.
No.
Okay, well, welcome to the boss tier, Crime Fighters.
Welcome to the boss tier.
Pleasure to see you here. Was not expecting to put something on the boss tier tonight.
Not one I've heard of. Like everything else in the boss tier, many of the games that we played in the note, there were a few notables that I hadn't heard of every game in the Kunio-kun series. I had heard of every game in the I love that series. I had heard of every game in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles series.
Yeah,
but
I hadn't heard of Hyperstone Heist.
I wasn't aware of Battletoads and Double Dragon, the Ultimate Team, which is the best Battletoads game. I didn't remember
Battletoads and Battlemaniacs.
Yeah, but yeah, I didn't. I've never heard of Crime Fighters.
Yeah, it just came out of nowhere. Just boom.
Just really nailed the genre.
Punted us in the nuts.
Yeah.
Ding. Oh man.
I will say when it comes time for us to arrange these, I think a detriment in its favor, in addition to maybe not a very expansive moveset or whatever, will be
I don't think it's a detriment in its favor.
Sorry, yes. A detriment against it.
A detriment in its detriment. A point in its detriment.
A point in its detriment. Anyway, will be that the cartoon sound effects and getting squashed and turning into an almost Kunio-kun looking model
doesn't quite fit.
It doesn't really fit. It feels like it's carried over from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but it obviously fits so much better in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, which is a cartoon. Is
it carried over though? The same year, and they don't share gameplay DNA.
No, but they were.
I'd assume
they were released. What was the Wikipedia said? By the way, the Crime Fighters Japanese arcade flyer, which has a lot of the bosses on it, I realize, which is nice. But the dude who I suppose is supposed to be us looks like either a golfer or what's his name from Dawson's Creek?
I don't know. So let's hold on. I'll bring it up. Here's the Crime Fighters art on screen now. Okay, no, so this isn't even... This is the Western.
This is the Western. This is not the one I'm looking at. I'm looking at the Japanese one, which I will show James, and James can tell me that this dude does look like James Van De Beek. James?
Hold on. Like an older James Van De Beek.
Like an older James Van De Beek.
Maybe Yeah, I can see it.
Like a grizzled James Van Der Beek. I don't know what the thing is here. Yes, so Konami did develop. Essentially, this does seem to be a sort of, well, we developed this 4-person arcade cabinet, so we better release more than one game that uses this technology.
Yeah.
And this was a, like you say, a simultaneous thing. They almost definitely, like you said, they almost definitely had different teams.
Yeah.
But it is, I think, working in conjecture.
Is there a 4-player version?
You can do up to 4 players, yeah. There's a 2-player version.
And is it just...
Much like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, there's a 2-player cabinet and a full 4-player cabinet.
Interesting.
And they're all palette swaps. I don't know what they do beyond white guy, black guy. Presumably just shades of brown.
White guy with like punk hair. I don't know.
Yeah, they could do another white guy, but like with green hair or something.
We'll find out someday, perhaps. Perhaps we never will. Well, we got a few minutes left. This game was that we're about to check out, Typhoon Gal, was on the list for Moby Games for beat 'em ups, and I looked at it and I thought, I don't think that's a beat 'em up, and I played it for a moment to confirm that it is indeed not.
Mm-hmm.
Wait a minute, I have it. I downloaded it.
Oh, another game made for the Konami 4-person cabinet
Here it
was The Main Event, Ringu no Oji, King of the Ring. A
Ooh.
professional wrestling game that we somehow missed on our professional wrestling game.
Well, because with the professional wrestling game, we only played ones that I got on the Switch. We were not doing emulators to fill in the gaps back then.
Yeah, so
We
that
were
is
playing wrestling games.
that is
Okay.
also a 4-person cabinet.
So this, I believe, is a judo game.
Okay.
And I think it's going to be 1 player.
Okay, take it away.
And let's just check it out.
Let's check it out.
By Taito from 1985. So predating the beat 'em up genre, briefly. Imperfectly emulated sound according to the MAME emulation notes.
Here we are on screen.
All right. Plunk a quarter in.
Only 1 player.
Here I go.
Oh. Yeah, it's judo.
Yeah, this is it has charm. I don't quite understand the controls yet.
Well, it's judo, so presumably your goal here is to do a throw and a pin.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're doing some pushes. This guy's getting more pig-like the more you fight him.
There's more hitting than there is in actual judo.
Oh, you land on your feet. I like how this guy's getting more red-faced and pig-like the longer you fight him.
Oof.
You've got your 5th Dan Master in the back.
Oof. I think it's just a single button.
Oh,
I'm
no!
defeated. Oh man. And he's menacing me while I cry. It's kind of harsh. Okay. Maybe I'll do better this time. Hey, he turned purple.
Hey, he wasn't purple before. He was turning red before. You have yet to do a throw. Do you want me to look up the controls for Typhoon Go?
Sure.
Just in case.
I've got a not very impressive judo throw where I can move him to behind me by pressing the button along with... It seems to be just a different move depending on the direction that I press. Oh no, that throw really got me.
Okay.
Ooh! And then he suplexed me.
Yeah, that'll do it. Every time.
This is a fun little game.
Let's see. I don't seem to be able to find it. Hold on. Typhoon Girl game?
No,
Arcade Archives. It's an action. It's listed as an action adventure game on
Yeah.
of Arcade Archives. So she's gone to a rival school to challenge their students. You're supposed to weaken enemies with a minor techniques, then take them down with a single major technique.
I figured that's what I was trying to do. Are there multiple buttons?
ROM for main part, the only option. I can't find controls. Maybe...
Even if you could find like a picture of the arcade cabinet, tell me if there's more than one button. Because it doesn't seem like there's a second button I can do, but... Oh, wait. Oof. Never mind. There is a second button and I crushed the dude. And then another dude comes in.
Oh, okay. So that guy was just a... Yeah, that guy was just supposed to teach you the thing. So... Yeah.
Okay.
Now you got it.
All right.
Second button. That's exactly what it is. You can't start with a strong attack, though.
No.
You'll just deflect it. You got... So yeah, that first guy was a sort of Glass Joe character.
Yeah. Ooh.
Nice.
Big kind of head scissor takedown. Oh, this guy is the boss. You can tell because he's got a health bar.
You can see your own health bar now, too.
Well, I can always see mine.
He's down to red. You're almost there. Hit him. Oh, he... Oh, no. No, you're still... Oh, dang.
You got me. Pow.
Okay.
Do I have to wait until the POW displays? Do I have to beat them all now? No, I just gotta... Oh, he doesn't even recover. Oh, I just needed to hit him a little when he was down to make his face change color. Oh, then he comes back? Round
No,
two?
this is the second guy. There was a little... When you first started, there was a little list of how many dudes were in this school. And,
okay.
and four of them... Two of them looked identical to another two of them. So, presumably these guys... Nice! What a lovely game.
Oh, and then
now
the teacher comes.
Now you fight the teacher.
And he's much tougher.
Of course he is.
Makes sense, but
He's
like, yeah.
Friggin' fifth Dan here. You're not going to take him out easy.
Oh, he did the head scissor takedown on me. Oh, no. Oof. I leapt right into that. Oh, yeah, really funny, dude. Congratulations. You, a black belt, just beat up a high school girl who just defeated 4 adult men in consecutive bouts. Ooh.
Man, I gotta find a good judo manga after this. This is really... Oh, wow.
Wow.
He really takes you out.
Took me down.
That's it. Game over.
You want to give it a try?
I'll give it one try.
Alright. I will... man.
So what are the buttons here before I jump in?
This button is for minor techniques, and the direction you're pressing on the joystick determines what minor technique you do. And then the button right next to it is major techniques.
Okay. Like she dishes her
Schoolgirl outfit.
schoolgirl outfit.
It's like a magical girl transformation, but she's just doing it. If you hit the major technique button when you're not engaged, that's when you jump.
Yeah. It gets you out of the situation.
Yeah.
Big suplex. Okay.
Oh, what kind of suplex is that she just did?
It's either a fisherman
Just
suplex.
belly to back, maybe? Well, fisherman, you gotta hook the leg.
There we go.
When the Summer Olympics come, I pretty much only watch European handball and then whatever combat sports I can find. And I think my favorite of the combat sports is super heavyweight like the maximum heavyweight judo, men's and women's. Just like gigantic people, just like trying their best to throw the other one.
Okay, that's my first life. Music, nothing to write home about, but good.
Yeah, it's fine. It's catchy and bouncy. It doesn't necessarily make you feel like you don't think judo necessarily. Oh, you punted him in the nuts. And heads his takedown. Alright.
Ooh.
Oof.
Damn, he's tough.
Yeah. He truly is a master.
Yeah, I don't know why I have to defeat him too. I defeat all his students. Clearly his future is grim.
I just don't know why he's so smug. Like, it's fine that he's like, well, now I will test you, but like, come on, dude. You've got like 100 pounds on this girl, at least.
At least.
You're a black belt. She's in high school. And again, she just fought 4 grown men.
I think that first guy might have also been a high schooler, but maybe a grade ahead of her. It's also even worse in a modern context because she wears a sailor futa uniform, which is almost universally retired in Japan as a high school uniform, but is still used as a junior high uniform. So this could be in fact be a 14-year-old girl.
I just want to find out what happens when you beat the whole dojo. Is there an interstitial? Do we go to a new dojo? Do we just fight the same dojo again? Like, same guy, but in a red gi?
Well, I can tell you if after this attempt.
No, never tell me. Because
Never tell you.
I very well might be buying this fun little game on Arcade Archive.
Okay. Well, then you'll see what happens. I will say I did the classic Greg approach from my childhood, which is after watching you play it extensively, I knew much better how to play it. So
yeah.
I had a much better first round through than you did.
That's true.
That is how
I had the most important piece of context in this thing, which was literally, what do you do to win this game?
Yeah, what are the rules? But yeah, growing up with an older sister and a father who also played video games, I played the watcher role for a lot. But then I would always impress when I finally got my hand on the game after my sister or dad had given up on it in disgrace. And I could roll in and be like, after backseat gaming this for a couple of days, I know all the tricks. Nice. Yes, perfect.
I like that they're...
And that's a real judo move.
And they actually grab the gi and like they're struggling over, like...
That's what you're
this
supposed
is not,
to do.
This is not regulation judo, but like...
No.
It's also not just... Like, sometimes...
And there are strikes in judo.
There are certainly martial arts themed video games I've played where like they say your character uses judo and he's just like nothing but punches and kicks. Like, I don't know.
Ant-Man is a notable judo user. Ant-Man from his earliest appearance was always talking about how he knew judo.
Oh, yeah, and then talks about using your opponent's size against them.
Exactly,
to tie in with how he's Ant-Man.
Mm-hmm. Some sort of Ant-Man.
Ugh.
You don't take as much damage as when you land on your feet.
Yeah, no,
but
you don't.
I feel like
I don't know what the trick is. I figured out...
I think it might be hitting the action button at the right moment.
Yeah, because that's certainly how I was blocking his head scissor takedown. But, okay, how are we? One more try.
One more attempt. Do it. Do it, James.
One more match.
One more match. Just give me one more match. Yeah, this guy is definitely the Glass Joe. He's just supposed to teach you how it works, basically. There you go. Take him out. Boom. And he scurries away.
Regulation punch in the nuts.
It is still depicted just as an ankle kick. He just reacts as though you punched him in the nuts.
Ah, man.
Do you know what's going to be competed this year at the Olympics, James?
Something crazy?
Breakdancing.
Huh, that's interesting.
Yes. Carrie Ann is against it.
I don't know. It's a weird choice.
Carrie Ann. So there's a podcast called How Did This Get Made? I don't know if you're aware of it.
Yeah, I've heard of it.
But they did an episode on the classic movie Breaking 2, Electric Boogaloo.
Yeah.
And in
a
it,
classic movie.
yes,
Known almost entirely
for its subtitle.
for the subtitle
Yeah.
being a meme.
I imagine they will
yeah.
actually guide it by voices. I mean, they must. It's an Olympic competed sport. They will have to regulate it in some way. Man,
That move, I mean, yeah, you hit
There's
that
no
in
win
the
in
judo
it.
match, you've
there's
won.
no win in it.
They got to give you all the points.
But anyway, one of the hosts of that came up with a phrase that they then put on a shirt, which I keep meaning to buy Carrie Ann because she fully emphasizes with it, which is it's just a shirt where it's various people doing breakdancing moves, but then the text says, just because something is difficult doesn't make it good.
Yeah.
Oh, you've got him! You've
I
got
know.
him! Get him!
I'm waiting
Big
for his
move.
face to change color.
Just try
Maybe
a
it
big
won't.
move.
Oh, no. No.
Oh,
No.
You had him. Well, that's it for tonight.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Okay.
James, run us through the week.
I'm buying this. It's not a beat 'em up,
No.
but it's boss tier. That's a fun little game.
It's quite close to a beat 'em up. If it wasn't just one-on-one, I think
it's
it'd
a
be a
proto
beat 'em
beat 'em
up.
up. Put it on the Wikipedia page right where it mentions Map Mania.
Yeah.
Replace Kung Fu Master, which is a game that I dearly love. But that game, Typhoon Gal, is more in common with the beat 'em up than Kung Fu Master.
A lot. You're equal to your enemies. There's a stun locking. There's equal stun locking between you and the enemies.
Knockdowns are
There's
obviously essential.
Hugely essential. There's the Z axis. Not essential, but
Yep.
like very good. But it is just one-on-one, which is not. That's not beat 'em up.
Yeah, and it's not like really good. Really fun little game. Typhoon Gal. Check it out on Arcade Archives, just like I will later. So check it out. Friday night. Oh man, it hurt last time because Rich was like, everything's on track. We can go for 9.
Yeah.
And then he was like, let's push it back to 9:30. And then as we got past 9, and he started being like, I don't understand. Like the only event left is the triple jump, and they've just been raking the pit for like 15 minutes and nobody's jumping.
Yeah.
And then eventually he was like, if you want to start at like 10:30, and I was like, well, just call it.
Yeah.
It
It sucks.
Hopefully,
How could he predict that an event that is supposed to take like 20 minutes would somehow...
it's literally just like they just do their jumps.
Yeah.
It's not like they gotta run a long way first. Anyway, so that's a bummer, but hopefully we'll get back into that My Private Empire scenario. Our rate of play has not been great so far in 2024, but I feel that we're going to course correct soon, which is great because the Michaela debut is coming as soon as we finish My Private Empire. On Saturday, I'm going to play some Adventures of Lolo 3 as a little treat for myself in between. I just finished King's Quest 6, Air today, Gone tomorrow. Easily the best of the King's Quest games.
Nice.
And perhaps not coincidentally, second best, I think, so far, King's Quest 3, to Air is Human. Prince Alexander. He's the real star of King's Quest. Sorry, King Graham.
Sorry, King Graham.
But that was a great game. That really,
For real one.
they made the point and click interface work for puzzles in a way that it just did not for King's Quest 5 because they were like figuring it out as they went there. So like all the puzzles are just like, oh, I found a rotten fish. Oh, there's a bear. Have this rotten fish. King's Quest 6
The
has...
bear's like, "Whoa, why would I eat a rotten fish?"
Oh, no, he loves it.
Of course
He's like,
he
I'll
does.
leave these bees alone now. And they're like, have the honeycomb. And then, okay, the honeycomb is the exact opposite kind of puzzle, as opposed to just, oh yeah, okay, of course, there's the dog, I have a bone. The honeycomb is much, much later on. You're lost in the magical enchanted woods. So in a very specific spot, you have to wring the honeycomb out on the ground. And then once there's a bunch of honey on the ground, a little leprechaun or gnome comes along, gets stuck in the honey. And then his people will show you the way. It's very silly.
Yeah.
They brought that together. The voice acting, like, for example, King's Quest V, everybody was voiced by Sierra staff. King's Quest 6, Prince Alex is voiced by Robbie Benson, the voice of Beast.
Yeah.
Beauty and the Beast. And then there's a fun moment where Prince Alexander interacts with a stand-in for Beast. He has to get Beauty to go with him. So, so that was like better puzzles. Also, just like the overall quest design. Like sometimes you get an item early on, and you can just envision how it will be used in a puzzle eventually.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes you get items, you're like, what the hell? But some of them you're like, oh yeah, okay. And so then you're on the lookout for a puzzle for when it comes up. And some of the ones that don't, like, you get the item and you're baffled. But then when the moment arises that it's used, it just clicks into place. And then vice versa, on the opposite side of that, there are puzzles that you see or like challenges you have to overcome that you feel like, okay, I'm going to need a... But you don't have it yet. And then eventually you find it. And then also it brings back the spell book from King's Quest 3. But in King's Quest 3, the spell book was really mostly just copy protection. Yeah. But it still worked really cool because you could look and you could see, okay, I could cast all of these spells if I had these components. So now part of the game is about hunting for components, which gives it like a shape to the puzzles and like for the things you're going to try. But then also you can start to project ahead to like, how could this spell help me? Mm-hmm. And it turns out really cool. Worked exactly the same way with point and click instead of text parser in King's Quest 6. And the script was really, really good. Just good writing, good acting, good graphics all around. I'm excited for the week after this weekend to start King's Quest 7, The Princeless Bride, but little low for this weekend. Some much more straight ahead, logical, deductively like solvable puzzle solving, which always looking forward to. Technically I was already a King's Quest 6 guy, except that I didn't remember anything about the game except that I liked it and that it was probably the best one. But now I can affirm that is absolutely true. On Sunday,
you're reconverting.
Back in that Labyrinth of Worlds, Ultima Underworld 2, Labyrinth of Worlds, getting so close to the end. The game has overstayed its welcome in my life in calendar time just because I would like to move on. But I'm having a blast every time I'm playing it because the game itself feels actually very right-sized. Like it feels like I'm coming close to the end and it's going to end just like right on time. But in life, I would love it if I was just done so I could play a new game. But we're back in that Labyrinth of Worlds. Gonna fight the leashes, or the one leash that remains. And we're gonna maybe try to beat Dorstag. Gotta beat him eventually to get into that 8th world. And yeah. And then before you know it, it'll be Tuesday again. Yeah. And we'll be beating him up. Heading back to the arcades. I don't know which games we're gonna play.
Although this week we played 3 games, all of which we enjoyed immensely. But technically, only one beat him up.
Yeah. But we did cross 2 other games off the to-play list.
We did, yes. Gotta get through those. Confirm the ones that are not.
Yeah. So we're on the way. We're on the path. Mm-hmm. Added something to the boss tier, which is great. Yeah. We're probably not going to be able to... We can't count on that happening every week. I don't know what we're doing next week, but I'm looking forward to finding out. And I hope that you are too. Take us home.
Yeah, thank you for joining us. Thank you for sticking around to the end. Please follow down below. Or if you're on YouTube, follow, like, subscribe, ring a bell. I hear that's a thing. But over here on Twitch, subscribe! James is offering 30 days of conditional support. Good night, Guided by Voices!
Thanks as always for stopping by. And also, the subscription gets you into the Emoji Wars.
It does.
Which of our cartoon faces will appear the most in 2024? Take
care, Cedric. And remember, until next time, violence is never the answer, except in video games. Bye-bye.
Peace out.